feel like this looks boring. I look like I'm wearing a man shirt. Okay, I've got notes. And we're going to do some swatching. We're going to do some makeup. I'm going to not be long, I think. But once one person's here, we're all here. We know it. We love it. We like it. We're going to use some brushes. I'm going to talk about oh, my computer's not here. Oh, my computer's not here. Okay. Let's see. We're going to try to get the desktop to work today. We are gonna do that. But once someone gets here, I'll start doing the darn thing, and we're gonna talk about some darn things, and I'm gonna show some darn things. And there is a sale going on. I'm not gonna say they never do this anymore, because this summer it's been Sale-a-Palooza, and I'm not saying I don't like it, but man, that's a lot of sales in the summer. Okay, just emptying a bag I wanna show. And because I think it's one of the things you should get. You know how I get on here and say, you need this. There's a few things that I think are worth it. And to me, when I'm deciding on a sale item, what I want to get versus what I need, if it's a limited edition and it's on sale, you get it. Like Audrey. We know I liked Audrey when it was available. It's back for the sale. It's not always available, like Pinky Promise. It's amazing. It's a beautiful pink. I'm going to use it today. I used it yesterday and I loved it. And the deal is, it's always available. And it's a couple dollars more always. You can get it anytime. You could put that on your wish list to get later. It's going to be a little bit more, but use that money on something that's not always available, like Audrey or Wallflower. I'm going to be swatching. A lot of people sent me requests of things they wanted to see swatched, so we're going to swatch some things. I'm trying to pull up, sorry. I'm trying to pull up, and I'm trying to remember my password so I can see what's on sale. And yeah. So hi, hello, how are you? It's Monday. I was looking for a cheeky name for Mondays since I go live on Monday mornings, and I didn't go live last week because our house is under full construction. I live on the Oregon coast, salty air, winds, rain, fog, mist every night, and our house, oh gosh. We started with just getting a few pieces replaced and found our entire west side of our house has rot. So there's a lot of construction going on, and there was a lot of power tools, leaf blowers, sanders, saws, and oh, Jiminy Christmas. Good morning, Desiree. And so I'm waiting for my computer to pop up, but while I do, I'm gonna go through my requested list. There's a lot of eyeshadows. And one of the main requests was, what is Frenchie versus Wallflower? Because when Wallflower was available, I wanted to find out if it did more than one thing. And I do think it does. I've got all my artist palettes out. One thing I want to say, the bags can be spendy and the palettes can be spendy. I have the fancy palette. So this one I believe is 40% off. There's one larger. It's an eyeshadow palette. Let's be clear. This is not a 3D palette. This is specific to eyeshadows, probably demi also. These are very pretty palettes. As an artist, we find that it is a little hard to find a bag they fit into, but yay. Okay, this is the small one. So it holds 20, I believe. The other one holds 49, and they're really great. They're pretty, they're hard. I really like them. I do find myself falling back to the more softer ones, the traditional palettes, if you will. I don't know. These are so pretty, and they're worth the sale price. I don't think they're worth the full price. Do you have a makeup? Yeah. Ask me what you want to see. I have all of the colors. The only thing I've lost are the travel brushes. And I think they're great standalone brushes. They're great for your purse. They're great for your car if you're wanting to touch up your makeup before you hit the grocery store on the way home, or you're stopping at a friend's house or girlfriend night or date night, whatever. You can reset your makeup and then tap it out with the brush. There's a fluffier brush that's more like this end of the blend brush. And then there's an eyeshadow brush to just kind of sweep over your eyeshadow just to re-smooth it, and then they have a spoolie to comb out your brows. My brows on the outside always fall this way, and so I like to comb them up at the end of the day. I don't need to be on this site. I need to be on my Sate site, I think. Maybe even my Facebook. So let me know what you want to see. I am going to swatch it, but I wanted to show you this because everybody's curious about these. They're so pretty, easy to keep clean, really nice. You can put your 3D in it. You just kind of have to Tetris it in. But the other thing I wanted to talk about was this bag, because I believe it's 30 or 40% off. My computer, guys, is so slow. And I meant to have my laptop in, but I was doing some stuff. Okay, this bag, it's on sale and it's worth the price. It's worth the full price. This is my travel bag. I take this on every trip I go with because it holds so much. It will hold the smaller aisle pouch. Oh, hello, Catherine. And it will hold whenever I go on a trip, I take a triple decker. That's one of the things. I don't know if one of the triple deckers are on sale, but if you're getting palette credits, this for trips is what you want, is a triple decker, because you have a place for your face, a place for your cheeks, and then a layer for just your powders and eyeshadows. But it fits in there. It will fit your mascaras. It will fit your brush cleaning that you'll probably take with you on a trip. It'll take your setting spray, it'll take primer if you want, and then you can just start throwing brushes in here. I only take 3 face brushes, and then you can also throw in some eyeshadow brushes and be perfectly happy. And then it closes around and there's still room for more. You could throw in a couple lipsticks that you don't know if you'll use, but gosh darn it, maybe you don't know who you're going to become on your vacation, and maybe you're a lipstick wearer, I don't know. But it closes up really nice, fits in your purse. Everything's TSA approved. That's the bag I would get. As a customer, that's the bag I recommend for everybody. I also think these are really nice, and they're for a good price. I don't think they're worth full price. So getting these on the sale, I also think is really good because it gives you more space in your bag, and then you could just refill them. You don't have to keep buying. You just refill your travel set. Also great for your gym bag. The microfiber claws, sugar. I would get these before I would get the rounds. I like these, plus the drawer is good for holding brushes or extra stuff. That's all I gotta say about that. All right, let's swipe. Why? Okay, sorry. Okay, so let's get into some swatching. Somebody wanted to see Frenchie compared to Wallflower. So this is Frenchie. I love Frenchie. That's gonna be my favorite. It's not on sale, but somebody wanted to see it next to Wallflower. It's in here. It's not the same. That's Taffy. Taffy's on sale. Taffy's also a really good one. I'll use this one on the apples of my cheeks. It's not like Frenchie, but it's close. Where is doggone Wallflower? That's Wildflower. I can't find it. That's Pink Lemonade. Wallflower is a gloss, so it's going to be more sheer than Frenchie. So it's close, but it's a gloss. So if you like Frenchie as a lip color, then I would get it, but Frenchie is more pigmented. So that's, to me, the difference. So we're going to wipe all this off. My skin's going to be raw by the end of this. But a lot of people, I am doing my makeup, but a lot of people, what are your go-to everyday natural eyeshadows? You prefer matte. Okay, Desiree, my favorites with the sale, which I wish I could pull up. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Leo. It's a great transition color. I had one person ask for me to swatch Leo. So there's Leo, and then they wanted me to swatch Havana, which is not on sale. They just wanted to see it compared. I'd say Havana is the summer version of Leo. I think Leo is a great autumn, end of summer, autumn, fall color, and it's on sale, and I really, really love it. Gosh, I wish I knew which ones were on sale, but you definitely want Leo. I use it as a transition color, and you could take something like Stay Golden. Let's do our eyes. But let's see, Tangerine, is that one on sale? Tangerine is another one that's similar to Leo. They're very similar. It's a bit more orange, whereas Leo, that's why I say I like Leo over Tangerine. Tangerine is just a little more orange for me. And if I wear warm, my whole face goes warm and I look like an Oompa Loompa. Hello, Angela. All right. Everest. There are some that are a little hard to work with, and Everest is one of the ones that takes a little more work to pick up. I don't get the green tone that it gets when I use it, but if you can see, there's a bit of a film from using my finger, which is what I use for all of my shimmers, but it shows up very sheer. It's very pretty, but this film you have to, I mean, if you can tell, I've had to scuff it up a few times to be able to really get the green to show. So if you scuff it and then rub it, there we go, then it shows up a little bit more green. But that's Everest. Everybody's very curious, but I think it's great. You could probably just smear it on your brow bone and you won't look like the Wicked Witch of the West when you use it, okay? It's the Wicked Witch of the West's accent brow color, maybe. I don't know. But people wanted to see As If. As If is very, very pigmented and it's very purple. But you know what's coming up? Halloween. Halloween is coming, and you could have a separate palette because some of them are on sale with Halloween colors. I know it's a thing for me, okay? That's what I do. Claire. Claire on the website looks orange. It's incredibly deceiving, and people don't buy Claire because of how it looks. This is Claire. This is what you'll get. Promise, what you see on the website and what you're gonna get are different. It's very pink, and somebody wanted to see Claire, and they wanted to see it next to Mama. Mama, I think, it's definitely a lighter pink. And this one's not on sale, but somebody wanted to see it swatched with Claire. And it's light. It's a good base color. If you have fair skin tones with pink undertones, it's really great. But Claire is very pretty. It's a good transition color also. Kin. Kin is a date. I consider Kin, my poor arm, is a date night look, and I really like it. I've been using it on the outer corner, and it's been very, very pretty, especially for brown or hazel eyes. Hot chocolate, people are asking about. It's like Foxy, but it's definitely a higher fleck. You see how it's a bit chunkier? Foxy is a little more smooth, like Drift. I like Foxy more. Foxy's not on sale, but I do think hot chocolate is very pretty, especially going into fall with Thanksgiving coming up. And then I'm trying to see here. There's a lot that people wanted to see, so I'm doing those first just to get them out of the way. Tawanda is a color I think everybody should get on sale because it's a color people pass up all the time. If I purchase a sale item, do you know if it's, no, it is not. Sales are final on the sale. If you're wanting something safe, I do think Leo's a safe color. It's something different. I mean, I didn't try orange toned anything until I became a Saint artist. So, but then once I discovered it, I stuck to my browns. Like I was a brown girl since I was 14, brown colors all the time. And so I stuck to just Cupcake, Oak, and Foxy. And then I also did, I think Rome, because Drift wasn't around. I did Rome all the time. That was where I live and breathed, was Rome. And I never had a transition color that was light and orangey, but then I did, and I've never stopped finding amazing transition colors. And Leo is one of my go-tos. I've hit 10 on it. I do use it all the time. I keep multiples of it in there. All right, Tawanda is a color I think everybody should invest in. I'm going to use it today. It looks so scary, but remember, a swatch tone is not what you actually use. This is going to come off as a cool toned pink, and when you pair it with anything, look at, you can have it be too, and it blends down. I use it on my lid, and every time I wear Tawanda, there are compliments. Every time. Promise. I don't lie. I don't try to get you to just buy anything. So there's that. I don't know if these two are on sale, but Aries and Riviera, they are difficult to pick up. They're worth the work, but keep in mind they may get that film that Everest has. I don't recommend Everest all the time. I don't think it's a color you'll gravitate towards as much. Somebody wanted to see Junior Prom, which is in the blue family with Stardust. They're very different. So this is a very blue tone. This is a great eyeliner color. It's very pretty. Stardust, oh, it looks really dark in the tin. It's very soft, very easy to work with. It looks very dark in the tin. And when you swatch it, it's gonna look dark, but remember, what you swatch and what you use is different. This is Stardust and this is Stardust. And so I love it. I used it this week, and there's a couple colors that I've dabbed into this week for requests, and I've never grabbed at them, but that was one of them, was Stardust. It's so pretty on the lid. I did a color with Thin that's on sale. Thin with Stardust. Thin on your outer corner and Stardust on your lid. Very pretty together. Really very pretty together. But I do recommend everybody gets Tawanda. Blue Eyed here. Eve, Sis, and Everest ordered this morning. So pretty. I will say Sis and Everest are, you're going to have to scrape them, but they're so pretty. They're so, so, so pretty. And I would recommend just scuffing them up if you notice a film. Don't worry about it. All right. Snowbird and Foxy. Snowbird was one that surprised me. Snowbird was one where I put it on and I was like, oh, that's really pretty. And then what was it next to? Foxy, not on sale, but somebody wanted to see it. And that's Foxy. So Foxy is just more brown, warm brown, and this is so pretty. It's really a gorgeous color if you like cool tones. I'm going to compare Foxy now since it's on my arm to Hot Chocolate so you can see the difference in the flex. You see that? This is just a little bit more. I would compare this to the consistency of Drift, also Drift. This is just a little bit higher of a flex. So if you have mature lids, I would say grab Foxy, which is not, again, not on sale, but it's worth it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What else do I have on here? Gigi, Holly. Somebody wanted to know if Holly is close to Pomegranate. No. So this is Holly. This is Pomegranate. I guess they do look similar. This is more of a red. This is more of an orange. I would compare Holly to Zion. They're really similar. They're similar in tin color. They're similar to swatch color, but Pomegranate is more red. I like putting, oh crap, what's this one called again? This one I love. Revival. I love Revival with Pomegranate. They're really pretty together. I don't know if Pomegranate's on sale. Let's see, Rigoletto and Stardust. I'm almost done, I promise. Rigoletto, and then I'll start on my makeup. Rigoletto, crap, where's that one? There it is. Rigoletto is nice and dark, probably close to Fin. That's Fin. Yeah, there, Rigoletto and Fin are super close. And then I've swatched Stardust already, and it's so pretty. It doesn't look like that when you, again, put it on your eyes. It blends down really, really nice. All right, wait, I did Havana and Leo. I'm done with swatching, unless you want to see something. If you want to see something, I own everything, and I do that on purpose so that when I come here and you ask, I can show you I just lost my travel brushes because I used too many purses at one time. All right, there are shadows that are difficult to work with, and I had somebody ask me to tell them which ones those are. Sis is one, I'm sorry. Sis is one, but it is really, really pretty. I just have to scuff it up and it goes on really pretty. Look at that. That's great for your lid. It's such a pretty, just punch onto your lid. It's worth the work. And again, I'm gonna say these, but I'm not sure if they're on sale. But the other one is Riviera and Aries. Riviera is really pretty, but it can be a little hard to work with. And Aries, this is a great brow accent color, but because they have that film, you see how that one just barely pops on. If you're looking for a white shimmer, Aries, it's harder to work with, but you could easily get Unicorn, which is gonna show up easier. It picks up a lot easier. As You Wish is not on sale. It's a harder one to work with, but worth the work. It shows up as peachy pink, but it has an iridescent shimmer with it that has a bit of a purple hue. So pretty. So pretty on top of anything. It just elevates your eye look, I think. All right, we're gonna do our eye makeup first because of fallout. I've been having a really hard time using the darker tones because a lot of them are on sale right now, but we're going into fall and these are really pretty fall colors. But I've been noticing the fallout makes my eyes look mature. I'm trying to find, oh, for crying out loud, all of my highlights are out. I've been working on a project and all my colors are somewhere else. They're out in the dining room. Do I go get them? Because I don't have my main highlight. You guys are gonna have to wait because I have to run. I have to run to go get them and I'm going to be right back. Okay, got them. I've got them. They are here. Sorry about that. Okay, how many people did I lose? A lot? No, yay. Okay. Could you sew saffron, ruby, and scarlet? You betcha. Right here. I'm out of breath. Okay. Saffron is probably my favorite bright pink. It's really good as a lip liner. So there is saffron. Ruby, ruby, ruby. Where are you, Ruby? Saffron is... Everybody loves ruby. Ruby is a gloss. Saffron is a satin. They're close. So this is going to feel more hydrating. You guys, if running to another room, let's pop. I'm trying to find scarlet. There it is. I think I'm missing some colors. Okay, I'm gonna put this one right here. These two are satins, and then this is a gloss. So this is ruby. It looks pink, and it's because it's sheer. These all work as a stain, so they will keep your lips pinky when they're not bare. Wiped it off. That's saffron. I love saffron. It's so pretty. I would say this one's a little creamier. Saffron is quite dense. It's a great lip liner. I love it. Saffron with Nova over top. Nova's not on sale, but get it. I can't remember if it's limited edition. I'm full of half information today. And I'm trying to be quick and not super overwhelming. But they are so pretty. All of them are so pretty. I don't use them on my cheek as much because I have my scarring and it pulls it through. And so you can use Wallflower, you can use Frenchie, Audrey even on your, if you have scarring like I do, or rosacea. I would prep the cheek area with something that works with it to help you use those colors you want to use. All right, I am going to put my highlight colors in a palette together because I was working on a project for my girls and we're still working on it. All right, I am going to use, my main highlight is Hazel right now. It is a new shade. It's so pretty and it works really well when you have rosacea or scarring in your tan and you're not needing all those extra correctors. And then my brightening highlight in the summer is always Sunlit. It looks very yellow and it's really, really nice. All right, I am going to prep my face with setting spray because I haven't bought more primer. And I've been using my Urban Decay De-Slick to prep. I'm trying to be quick because of those contractors showing up. What time is it? I've got about 25 minutes to do my face now. All right, the blend brush is on sale, worth the buy. I've shoved everything in multiple places. The blend brush, you know me, I love this brush, it's great. Oh, good morning, Mrs. Barris. How is Mr. Barris? I feel like he's part of the YouTube community now, but I love this brush. If you already have a great collection and you don't have this one, it's 40% off, I believe. I can't see lickety squat on, let's try my website, shall we? Oh, don't you dare error me. I want to go to shop. Son of a gun. Everything's not working for me today. Stand by. I love this brush for under eyes. You want a light application. Hello, Mr. Barris. Enjoy your morning cup of joe if it's morning there. All right, we want to visit the site and I want to see everything that's on sale. This is on sale, I believe, maybe it's 50% off. Oh, for crying out loud. Peach, oh, there we go, up to 50% off. La, la, la. Peach Balm, get it, it's so pretty. My daughters are in love with grape. They've been putting it on their lips every day, and it really helps with morning breath. Whew. I mean, they wake up and put on grape. All right, I'm trying to get to the brushes here. Yay for the desktop working. All right, blend brush, 40% off, $24 right now instead of $40. This is a good addition to your collection brush. I prep my lids with this brush. I do my under eyes with this brush. It's so good. It's a very, very, very good brush. All right. This is great. I put my setting powder on with it to prep my lids. I really love, I don't feel like I need to tell you that I love this brush. If you followed me for a hot minute, you know. I don't need to tell you, but get it. Get it, get it, get it. The other brush that I really love is this one. And this one I believe is 50% off. No, it's 42. It's $19.20. $19.20. What a dumb price. Sorry. I hate when it's like, and 20 cents. It's like, but really? But really? Like, come on. But this is a great eyeshadow brush. It's a demi brush. It's a blur brush, but it's an eyeshadow brush. Sorry. I think it's an eyeshadow brush. And we're going to pop this on. I am going to get my eyeshadows out and do my eyeshadow. If there is a very particular combo you want to see, and I don't want to look like a clown today, I've got swimming lessons, I got to go into a post office today, I've got to deal with construction workers today, I cannot look like a clown, so don't suggest as if. I'm not going to wear it. I like it, but not today, not on Monday. I do like it. I've used it a lot, not to lie. It's a beautiful color, but I am not wearing it today. I don't wear it very often. Honestly, I'll use it sometimes as an eyeliner to make my brown eyes pop, but I rarely use as if. It's very pretty, and Halloween's coming. I use it as a Halloween color, especially if somebody's dressing up as a witch. It's a good color. I've seen women wear it, and it's stunning. It's great for if you're going on vacation somewhere tropical. It's a fun color to put with Daba Dee, Bayou. It's really good. Is Bayou on sale? Does anybody know? Emerald City is. The greens are. Atlantic on the website is not what it looks like. Oh, Bayou's on sale. That's a good one. Bayou's on sale. 30% off. $9.80. What a dumb. Like, come on. Okay. Okay, Stay Golden. Here's the nice thing about Stay Golden. You're a good person if you buy Stay Golden. And that's because it's a foundation color. I don't get lickety off of it. It goes straight to families of foster care. So be a good person and buy Stay Golden. And it's a really good base color. This is Stay Golden. This is the color that it is. I feel like it has flecks of shimmer in it. I think it does, but not noticeable. But I really like it. If you want a punchy pop of light under your eyeshadow, this ain't it. But it's such a pretty base beige color. It's a beige. It's a basic beige color. And if there's one thing I learned picking out paint colors for my house, I love beige. I love beige. There's contractors here. Girls, let Hugo in. Sorry. All right, Stay Golden. Oak is my favorite, but I am going to show Leo because Leo is such a good transition color, and it's a stay alone, and I like it with Oak. I love it with Oak. Oak is also a great brow color. If you have brows that are around my color or lighter, Oak is a really good color for your brows to fill in. I don't think Oak is on sale. I think the sale items are colors that aren't as frequently purchased. That's my honest opinion. I think it's an overstock sale, and that's okay. Here's a color I'm going to tell you not to buy is Goldie Illuminator. Goldie Illuminator, every time I've ordered it 3 times, it always comes broken. If you spend a little more, $6 more, less than $6 more, apparently $5.20 more, I would get Georgia. It's very similar and it's never come broken. But Goldie always comes broken. It's really soft. And I don't know if it's because it's in I wish they would discontinue it and make it an eyeshadow, but we got plenty of golds. But you could easily get one of the gold eyeshadows and use it as an illuminator the same way. So, but Glamazing is on sale for $14.40. And that one's good. That's great for New Year's, Christmas, homecoming. If you have kids going to homecoming, it's a good color. I really like it. Oh, girl, I got all kinds of brushes this morning. Blur, shape, buff, blend, detail. Oh, detail. I love the I use that one every day. Oh, hello, Connie. All right. I love when you tell me your first names. But Leo, it's so pretty. This is a good transition color. Popping it on, you could just leave it like this. You could go grab Aries, that hard to work with one that's more, this one. You could take Aries with this and just pop it right here. You see how it's not as bold, but that could be it. If you have mature lids and you're scared of shimmers, Aries is a great option, or you can get Riviera, that other difficult one to work with. And you could put that one over here with Leo. And those are all on sale and very nice. I mean, they barely, I can't wink this eye. I sure didn't get my husband by winking across the tent. We met at a festival, so we were in a tent. That's why I say that. We weren't camping, good Lord. He would never have married me. All right. So Leo, we just build this up. Boom. We just build this up. Now I have hooded eyes, so I bring this up. Marilyn and Dave married 42 years. You know, I probably say that too when my husband burns my biscuit, which happens enough. I always sit with my eyes closed and I just say, I want to love you. I want to love you. I want to love you. I will love you today. And he goes, what are you saying? And I said, I love you. All right, let's go into oak because people wanted to see oak. I love it. It's worth the full price. I'm just going to grab it. Now, keep this in mind. I don't have any other makeup on, and clearly I've got some mascara left over under my eyes. I just hopped onto the Princess Charlotte bandwagon, and she was saying that love is a choice. And I was like, darn right it is. I didn't believe that when I was in my 20s. I was like, it's supposed to be a darn fairy tale. Only sometimes. I tell you, when it's quiet and you're both watching a show, that's good. And you can eat whatever you want in front of them, that's good. That's the fairy tale. All right. Tawanda. I put some oak on right here. I really like oak, and I'm going to put it with Tawanda because it's really, really pretty. Once my face is on, it all comes together. I will say though, that Princess Charlotte show, I don't think it needs to be as it is. There's a lot of, I don't know where to look kind of moments. So, all right, Tawanda, I'm telling you, this is one that's, look at that. It's pink and it has gold flecks in it. It's easy to work with, and it just, look at what it does. Isn't that so pretty? It's not like this, okay? It's like this. Isn't that so pretty? It just, Valentine's Day, Halloween, if you will, holidays. I love Thanksgiving, guys. And we just got back from our vacation a few weeks ago. And let me tell you what, as soon as that vacation ends, I go into full Thanksgiving planning mode. Does anybody else? Like, I've got a system. I get my calendar out. I start sending out my messages like, hey, you gonna be at my Thanksgiving? Because everybody in the family, they make fun of me. They're like, I think we're gonna go to Hawaii for Thanksgiving. And I swear to God, my head just turns around like, what'd you say? I have a whole system. We rent chairs, tables. I clear out my living room. I do a beautiful little thing in the middle. What is that? A centerpiece that runs the full length of the is it 6 feet? 5? No, it's a 15-foot table. It turns, I get 3 5x5s. It's a system. Folding chairs that are wood because I won't put plastic at it. One year when we first moved into this house, my husband rolled out red scrap carpet and then plastic covering. I was like, what? Now I regret taking Tawanda out of my car. That's okay. You can buy again. Go back in. Go back in. I'm sure there's more. Did you get Peach Balm? Probably not. Did you get Nova? Probably not. Go back. Go back. Did you get your bag? Go back. I love Thanksgiving. Like we don't need to talk about this, but I'm going to, and I'm going to do my brows really quick. I'm going to use oak on my brows. Now, this is how often I do use oak. It's always in my brow kit. It's right there. I have multiples of oak. Okay, this is how much I like oak. Both have hit 10. Both have hit 10. Thanksgiving, I tell you what, I love it. It's Christmas without the gifts. It's a no pressure holiday. I don't do potluck style because I'm awful and I like my dishes to match. So I had this one guest, it was not family, it was a guest. And she was like, I'd really like to bring an appetizer. I said, you know, I'm really good on appetizers. We don't need any. And she's like, well, I really want to bring one. I said, that's fine. Bring it in a white dish and I'll put it out. That girl came with a green dish and I just stared at her. I was like, my sister turned heel and walked out. I was like, why'd you bring this, friend? She doesn't follow direction. And I'm honestly super, like, I'm a control freak. I'm a helicopter mom. And so green, like, that doesn't match my table. And so I put it on a completely separate table. But I have a list of all the food that I like. It's a system now. Like, we make the same thing every year, and I sign up different people. Like, my sister-in-law to be is going to bring a really great salad that she brags about, and I'm letting her, and she's bringing it in a white dish. She follows direction, and she knows how I am. No, I didn't put it on a white dish. I wasn't prepared for it. No, it was some baked thing. I couldn't. It would have looked worse than it already had. I just stared. She was a mess. She sat at this is my favorite story to tell. My sister always brings a guest to Thanksgiving. She's single, ready to mingle. She's the night to my day. She's tattooed, she's pierced, she can fix anything. Like, you got a single man that likes to work and doesn't want to freeload off of her because she owns her own business, owns her own house, and everybody just thinks, I'll just sit here. I'll vacuum every once in a while. It's like, she vacuums every day. Anyway, sorry. But my sister is known for her guests. And this one, she sat at the table and my sister offered her something. And she said, oh, Jennifer, that's my sister's name. I have a chicken named after her. You know I don't like my food to touch. Like, real weird. And I was like, okay, fine. There's people like that. But then she makes her to-go bag. In one Ziploc bag, all the food. She left it here because she got a little tipsy. I'm a wine and beer only now. No hard alcohols allowed at my Thanksgiving too. And so I sent a picture of it with a, oh, you know I don't like my food to touch comment. Oh, boy. The guests we have had from my sister. So this is oak on my brows, and I'm heavy-handing it, just so you know. This is heavy-handed, and it can be lightened. Take your spoolie, rub it in your wax. I don't need to wet my brush anymore. After a while, your wax just holds that moisture. And then I comb it up and get those hairs in place. And as I'm combing it up, it's blending those lines. I have a full brow tutorial if you want to watch it. I really kind of went full block on my brows today because I was distracted talking about Thanksgiving. There's two subjects you can really get me going on: Thanksgiving and bats. If you follow me on Instagram, there's a whole highlight bubble for bats because we get bats in our house. We finally patched the hole they're getting in. Pretty sure we're going to get at least 3 because bats have a colony, but they also have a mating colony. And apparently our house is where Pound Town is. And so we get their young that get lost in whatever, and we finally patched the hole after we found out it took us 4 years to find out where this hole was. And then we found it. We got it patched 2 days ago. So they're probably going to work their way in. It's going to be great. You're banned. That's right. It's probably because of the chicken plate. I can't figure out how you got banned from Instagram. Okay. We're going to do the face now. And then I'll touch up the eye. I don't like to touch up my eyeshadow until my face is done because your face can change the look of your eyeshadow just the way that mascara can change. So I wait to the very end to add anything. But do you see how pretty Tawanda is? Do you see? It's good. All right, we're gonna do our face. Where did I put my palette? Guys, it's under my rag. I got these stickers off of Amazon. They're so pretty. I have a link for them, I believe, in my Facebook group. Now, Mrs. Barris, you are not blocked from Facebook. I don't know if you have Facebook though. Okay, so we're gonna get into our face. I'm gonna correct first. Blend brush. Again, 40% off with that weird price, but you want it. You want this brush. This is the brush you want. You want it, you want it, you want it, you want it. $24, 40% off. Worth it, worth it, worth it. Okay. All right, we're going into Aspen and Suede. Look at this. This will last me over a month. So hang out, and as long as you're here for over a month, you'll still see me using this. Okay, so we're gonna take the Smollet and I just lightly swirl over Aspen. I'm not melting them. They're just too low to melt. I don't wanna cook them. So there's some people who are really like, girl, melt your tins. Girl, no. But I'm gonna take this right here with Aspen. Now the point of Aspen, I'm just gonna explain it like it's the first time because somebody could be here for the first time. It's not to cover my problems. Like, it's not meant to cover my problems. It's meant to mute my redness. So you should still see your problems. You should still see your problems, but the red is gone. Look at my skin, guys. It's just been through some shit, okay? It's just been through some things. Sorry, Mr. Barris. But I have red. He's in the military. He knows a word or two, I'm sure. My dad sure did. I put a sticker on my car once that says mean people suck, because they do. And he got mad that I put the word sucks on my car. I got in trouble. And so then I yelled at him for having a shit happens sticker. And so then he had to go take it off, and he was very upset about it. All right. He'd probably still yell at me. That's why I don't put stickers on my car anymore, because I'm still scared of my dad. Military men, I tell you. He was Coast Guard. Okay. Puddle pirate, right? Is your husband a Marine? What is he? Army, right? Marines and Coast Guard, they seem to butt heads a bit. I had one call my dad a puddle pirate, and I lost my top. Okay, not like actually, but this top. Anyway, okay. We're going on the fluffy end of the blend brush. We're going into Suede. And then I'm gonna go around this guy. Now I am currently Hazel, and I think Hazel, if you are tan, if you are mango, and you have hyperpigmentation, you should try Hazel because it works really well with freckles, hyperpigmentation. You'll see. So I camouflage this. It doesn't cover it. It just creates a color around it. So when I put my main highlight on, it works. Plus, these two are very dense, and it holds where I put it. And then when I lay my makeup on, oh, Air Force. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm thinking of the outfits now. Sorry. When you lay your makeup on top, it's gonna stay better. It's almost like a primer. It's so good. I like prepping. If you just feel that your cheeks lose the makeup a little bit, take a little Suede and just do this. Look at my poor brows. This is why I don't do my brows first. And so we're gonna do that right there. And this is more for balance. I don't have the same hyperpigmentation over on this side than this side, probably because of driving my car. I drive a lot. I drive at least 3 hours, 4 days a week for my kids because I love them. All right, we're gonna use the Buff brush because that one's also on sale. 50% off for this brush. It's a full coverage brush. It's good for mature skin, especially if you have, look at me. Who wants to see all this? I'm sorry, I don't even get this close to my husband, but I have large pores and this can help. So I'm taking Hazel right here and I have Sunlit, and I'm gonna use the big end to grab some Hazel, stamping in gently, gently. You don't treat your highlights like you would treat, say, Mr. Barris. You're gentle with it. You treat it like your kids, and you're very gentle with it, and you just tap and gently place it on, and you just put that around. You see how it doesn't accentuate my pores? If you have a color that doesn't quite match, it will accentuate your pores. Okay? That's just fact. And so you want a proper match. That's why I say you can self-match yourself. Absolutely. It takes It's not guaranteed, but you can color swap in the collections, your highlights. You can't color swap anything else in it. If you get one with eyeshadows or blushes, I don't believe you can swap those out. But if you just don't get quite the right color, you can swap those out. But personally, I don't talk about them a lot because I like to make sure when I get my customers their colors that they match, because that's how you know you're gonna like the makeup. That's how. All right. We're going to go over that redness with whatever's left on the brush. And then, boom. We're going around. That, I guess, is hyperpigmentation. I freaked out when that one popped up. Apparently, it's an age spot. I'll take it. I'm going to call it my beauty mark, my maturing beauty mark. And I went to the doctor. I was like, I need you to check. And he's like, you're okay. I go, really? And he's like, you're going to be seeing more of those. I'm like, but I'm only 29. He's like, how many times have you been 29? I'm like, I don't know, like 12? He's like, you're going to see more. All right, I have some charming breakouts from, I'm not going to say that time of the month because Mr. Barris is around, but I tap into my brightening highlight and then a little bit into my main, and then I just go over it and I blend it out and I cover them up, and then I'll go over it with bronzer because my neck is always lighter. But texture is texture. You can't get rid of it. You cannot get rid of it. That's just how it is. Puffiness. Hugo! We might have to end because my dog is a real dog. Let's just get him in here. Let's just get the dog in here. Hugo! Come on. Come here. Everybody wants to see you. Come here. Come. Come. Hey, come on. Come with me. You're coming in. Nope, right in here. There we go. Everybody, Hugo's here. Hugo, the German Shepherd. He's not a police dog. He's the dumbest dog. Stay. Okay. Sunlit goes right here. I just jumped right to the next without explaining it. Sunlit's light. It looks yellow, but look, it goes on so pretty. It's supposed to look like reflecting light. We're going to hit right here. We're going to hit right here. Boom. Poor Hugo. Poor Hugo. Hugo, do you want to say hi to everybody? Hi. There he is. Aren't you pretty? He has a bit of a reverse mohawk. I call it a lobotomy because he had a cyst on the top of his head that ruptured. He had it since he was a puppy, but it ruptured and it was sad. And I spent 7 hours with my kids in 7 hours in the lobby. Luckily they had what are those remotes that do all the different things? A Roku or something? So the kids just watched movies all day. We picked up food and we ate. He's so cute, but he's so dumb. He's pretty dumb. He's such a bad guard dog. Like, he sounds mean, but he'll just bark around. He won't, anyway. So he got it removed and he had this huge thing on his head. He looked like Frankenstein, a cone. But ever since then, he's been amazing. Don't you dare. Okay, so we're gonna go into contouring because I added that brightening here, and then I'm gonna use my small end and I'm gonna go into indigo. Indigo's a tricky color for me. Ever since I dyed my hair dark, I haven't liked it as much. I like cedar, but now that I'm hazel, it looks gray. So I just put a little bit on each side of my forehead where I have natural shadowing right here and bridge it together along the hairline. And I don't put bronzer up here anymore because for some reason it pulls very warm on me. And so I just don't need bronzer up there. I'm going to take this big end and I'm going to pull my brightening into it. And that's why I think anybody should attempt this. Attempt putting no main highlight on your forehead. Just attempt it. Even if it's a problematic area for you, I say try just brightening and just contour and then merge them together. Then you have contour, a balance, and brightening. Everybody who tries it loves it. If you haven't tried it, try it. It's just makeup. You could always add more. Try it. All right, I'm going to go in. I've been really having a hard time with indigo on my nose. So I'm going to go in with Indigo on the Smollet, and I'm barely tapping it. Contour is like a husband. Sometimes you got to be gentle, but sometimes you've just got to smack it around a little bit. So contour is like a husband. Blush is, I think I've talked about this in a tutorial. Blush is more like in-laws. You know, you got to be gentle with them. You can't really be yourself around them. You got some control, right? You got to treat your husband a little nicer when they're around. So you're careful. You got to just barely touch because you never know what you're going to get. You could tap in on one color and it's bold, and then you tap into another one and you barely see it. So, I mean, it's very much like an in-law. I mean, you could make anything in here. Bronzer is your best friend, okay? You're always careful with it, and you treat it with care, and it makes everything better. You would think you'd be, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Anyways, I'm just tapping in really carefully. Indigo's really dark. I love indigo, and when I was blonde, I loved it more. I have a bump on this side that always presents like a husband. And sorry, Mr. Barris. Okay. There we go. I just love picking on Mr. Barris. Okay. I'm going to go into my brightening with my pinky, and we're going to hit the tip just like that. And then I'm going to go down the middle, and then I'm going to use another finger just to tap it out. I'm kind of leaving this area be because I want my nose to look like a button. Today it's going to be a button. And then I'm going to use my brush to just blend things out. What color have I convinced you need? I want to know that. Anybody here, tell me what color I have convinced you that you need that you wouldn't have thought you needed. Eyebrows. I thought you were going to say something about my brows. Oh, Mr. Barris is so fun. Doesn't he feel like he's part of the community now? He's part of the peeps. All right. I'm going to get into my bronzer now, and I'm going to stick with this buff brush because out of all of the 3D brushes that are for sale, or on sale, they're all for sale, on sale, this is probably the one I would say this would be a good full face one. If you're wanting one on a discount, get it. The blend brush is a good addition. I rarely ever suggest it as a full face makeup brush. This is, I just don't think it makes things even the way other ones do. But this, again, if you like light coverage, you're going to need to get one of the, I would say, oh, I threw it in my bag. If pay full price and get this brush if you're looking for a full face brush and you're just getting into it and you don't like full coverage. All right, we're going to go into the bronzer. I'm going to use the big end. We're going to go in. This one's creamy and pigmented, so you want to tap light. Everything is a tap. There's nothing to wipe through, okay, unless you're using your finger on balm. But I always add my bronzer here. Now, personally, I don't recommend doing it with a buff brush, but I've been doing this for 3 years, so I am, but I don't always love it when I do. So I'm just adding this here. I would personally prefer that. This is my favorite brush. And I like that it's more fluffy and it does the job a little better. And then you have this fluffy end to just marry it all together. I didn't contour my cheeks, so we're going to go back and do that. I'm going to use the small end, tapping in, and I'm going to tap here. I underblend right here. Now, I will say this. If you have hyperpigmentation, like I do, in a high traffic area, indigo may pull it through. It may. So I applied it with the small end. I'm going to flip it here, and I'm going to use an angle, and I'm going to tap it in. Now, again, like I said, it's like a husband. So when you're putting this on, you really got to like knock it around a little bit. But you want to underblend it because they tend to fade into the background sometimes, you know. After you've knocked it around, it's like, I'm going to go to another room. So you got to underblend it so you can see it. That way, when you start blending out your bronzer, you're starting to blend it into that contour, and it's going to blend it down more. But you can see indigo will pull it through. I've accepted it, and I don't mind it. Skin is beautiful. I've been having a lot of these conversations with my daughter about skin. My daughter, she wants every other skin tone. She geeks out over skin tones. She's like, I wish I had this color. She wants every other color skin than she has. It's funny. But, all right, we're going to go into Frenchie's not on sale. Should I use one that is on sale? Do you guys want me to use? I should. Maybe I'll do Wallflower. Taffy. We're going to do Taffy on the cheeks because here's the thing. If it's limited edition, you can get Frenchie any day. Now, I know sales are final, but just saying. Which one's Taffy again? Man, you guys. I want Taffy. Taffy. Sorry. Boom. We're going to grab Taffy and we're going to put that right here. Now, I like this, especially going with it being August. I really like this color. It's also a great, I'll use it on my lips today with Pinky Promise. Boom. So this is going to help with my acne scarring that pulls through. And I want to use something bolder on my cheeks. I don't use glosses on my cheeks. I'm not going to. It pulls my scarring through. It's too tacky. And just something to keep in mind. Cinnamon is on sale. Oh, I should have done that. Cinnamon is a really pretty bronzer. And I don't know what I would use Mirage for because it's just too dark unless it's your skin tone. Where's Cinnamon? This is Icon, I think. Cinnamon is very close to, ooh, crud, dipping my fingers into things. So here's Cinnamon. And it is a very pretty bronzer. See that? It looks a lot like, so if you're wanting to get a bronzer, but you don't want to pay full price, Cinnamon is a good option. It's just as creamy as Bella. It's super pretty. So that's an option if you're wanting a discounted bronzer. Cinnamon, I would recommend. Mirage is just too dark for me to use as a bronzer. For me, it's a shade darker. I melted it. And okay, if you ever melt a color and it's like, oh, that looks weird, dip into it, it goes back to its normal color. Happened with Cindy to me once. Okay. Blushes. I don't see one that's on sale that I would want to use. So I'm going to go with my favorite, Madrid. So pretty. I'm going to use this brush because I want my makeup to look nice today. So we're going to grab this and I'm going to smile. I'm going to go mid cheek and up and then down. You guys, I've taken so long on this, and if you guys are sticking with me, I hope we're having a good time. Okay. Oh man, I was too old for a puppy, especially when I wake up in the morning and I go to refill my cup of coffee and I find a big old thing of something on the floor, and I find it because I stepped in it and my husband didn't replace the paper towel roll, so then I had to hop and find a garbage bag to use. Ugh. Puppies. Okay. Good morning, April. I overshare on my lives probably every day. Or not every day, every time. We've gotten into my whole... Does anybody have a system with holiday decoration? Oh boy, we're getting into... Like, this year is going to be different. I'll have more time for this. I have decided... Me and my husband have decided to pull our girls from the private school they were in that was an hour away. I was spending 4 to 6 hours a day in my car during the school year, 5 days a week. And it was a special kind of teaching. It was a Waldorf method, which is beautiful. This school was amazing. The method, however, didn't work for our daughter. It was just, every child learns differently. We know this. If you have any kids, you know they're all different. They're all different animals. And it just wasn't my oldest's method. And because it's so far away, my second we weren't going to do that. So we pulled her from school. And it just wasn't working, so we're homeschooling for a year. So I'm converting a spare room into a classroom, and I'm geeking out on that. But I'll have more time because I have a teacher doing it. Okay, I want to talk about the perfumes. They are shimmers. Oh, Hugo. They are shimmers. This is the shimmer it will be. It's really pretty, but I don't think you need the scents. Honestly, they're $17. You don't need the scent. You're not going to smell like that for the day. They'll make your palette smell kind of nice if you like the scent, but I haven't found one I like. I like the Fruit Punch collection. If they can make them smell like fruit punch, I'd be happy. But this is the color you'll get on Shimmer for the discounted perfumes. If you want one, get one. I'm not gonna tell you which one to pick because I prefer Nova. Nova, that's the one you want to get. It's similar to Rose Gold, which is this one, but it's more pigmented. Has a little more, but they're pretty much the same. This one though is so good on the lips. My daughter homeschools. I don't homeschool. I make the room. I'll bring the water. I'll make the snacks. I'll decorate the room. Tell you what, I've got some plans for that room. I'm making an egg sack for Halloween. Have y'all made an egg sack before? It's so fun. It's so easy. You just need socks, cobwebs, and go to Amazon and get the little spiders, not the ring spiders you have to cut the ring off of. And you just layer it over the sock, and then you start putting spiders in and layer it, more spiders, layer it, and then you pull pieces off and stick it. Oh, it's so gross. Put some glitter on it. Oh. And then Walmart has big fuzzy spiders. Anyway, sorry, I can geek out on decorating. I don't decorate all summer, so I'm starved, and then I can go ham. And then I saw a thing, oh my gosh, I'm so totally getting off track, but those foam things with a foam ball, and you glue it, and then you take Mod Podge and cheesecloth, and then you dip it, wring it out, and then you drape it, and then you can take the styrofoam out, and it's a ghost. And you can hang them from the ceiling. Okay. Oh, and then the stick-on bats that fly up the wall. Oh my God. Don't get me started. I'm so excited to decorate. Okay. You guys are distracting me. I'm going to take the Peach Balm because it's good. It's good. And I'm going to put that under my eyes. This helps me a lot. Helps me a lot. I can't believe how quiet these contractors are, and I got to get out there and talk to them. Okay. We could have so much fun together. Oh my gosh. All right. Balm under the eyes. I'm telling you what, if you find that you have texture or crepiness with your brightening, you may need another color, or you may need to just add balm, and balm is good on your lips. And the peach, oh God, it's like a mix of those peach ring candies or a Snapple peach. I used to love, back in the 90s, I watched this show, Little Fires Everywhere, and when she opened her fridge and there was Diet Peach Snapple, I was like, oh, contractors are sawing. Okay, so I'm gonna use Wallflower under my eyes instead of Frenchie. Frenchie's my ride or die. So when Wallflower is not available, go get Frenchie or Demi. It's whatever. I like something that does more than one thing. And I'm gonna tap Wallflower under my eye here. And this is gonna correct the darkness. I have this, I think I got COVID. I didn't test for it. Sick is sick to me. Sorry if that offends anybody. But we went to Boston for the marathon. I didn't run it. I don't run. And we all came back sick. And ever since we got back, we think we all got COVID. Everybody but our youngest. That girl could walk through Chernobyl and she would never get sick. My oldest, she could look at something and catch it. And look at how pretty that is. That's Wallflower. And it just corrects everything. I get really dark right here on this eye. Just that one. But ever since I got sick, and I was down for the count, and my husband was not happy about making me bone broth. He was not a good caretaker. But, but Mrs. Barris, you need to find a way to get back. Have Mr. Barris make an Instagram account. Maybe it's because he's in the Air Force. And they're just like being weird. I don't know. But I do a lot of decorating on my Instagram. Anyways, ever since I got sick, I have this chronic night cough. And oh my God, I haven't slept well. So my under eyes have been extra dark. Long story short. Long story longer. All right, we're going to grab that blend brush again. And I'm going to go into Audrey. Audrey. Boom, Audrey. I love this color. I love it. And it's limited edition. So you want to get it on the sale because I don't know if they're having it on sale now. It won't be here for Christmas. Black Friday though, boom. And if you're looking at any apparel, for real, any apparel, message me. The sizing's wonky. If you're looking, what am I doing? Okay, hold on. Audrey, hit the top of see how it shines? You want to go there, okay? Look at how pretty Audrey is. It's not for everyone. Now, not for everyone, but it's pretty. But I forgot what I was just getting ready to say. Crap. This is what happens when I get sidetracked all the time. Oh well, I'm sure it'll come to me unless somebody here reminds me. Okay, we're grabbing it again, and we're gonna go on top of that cheek, and boom. But I love Madrid, especially with bronzer mixed in. It's so, so pretty. Look at how pretty. All the things. I'm still trying to see. Yeah, contractors. Oh, man. And they don't clean up after themselves. The guys that are here painting and staining, they do. They get the leaf blower out and they clean up their stuff when they hand sanded our deck. That was a task. I tell you what, Audrey, if it's limited edition, you should just get it. Because, oh, clothes sizing. That's what I was talking about. See, I told you it would come to me. All right, clothes sizing, leggings, size down 1. I'm 5'3". I weigh 137 pounds and I wear a size 27 jean. I'm always a medium. And with the leggings, I have to order a small. So if you're looking at any of the clothing, I recommend sizing down on the leggings. If you're looking at the sweats, I recommend sizing down 2. They are they are long, they are baggy, there's no pockets. That's a big deal because you want to put your hands in pockets. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the buff brush again. We're going to go in on the tip of the small end and we're going to hit this. And I'm going to show you Pinky Promise. I did it yesterday and it was so pretty. Okay, it looks a little scary in the tin, especially if you don't like pinks. But I do. I'm going to hit right here. Contour brings in, lightness brings out. So then I'm going to go into Audrey. This desk, if y'all could see it, boy howdy. Okay, Audrey, putting it on, and I'm going to just tap right here. And this just creates a little bit of a pout. I don't like the big fat blowfish look, so I do this. A lot of people they call it, what's that girl? She calls it juicy lips. And she just puts her makeup on like a hot mess and then it works out and it's beautiful. But I like putting lightness out for contrast and it creates a little bit of a pucker so I don't have my dad's lips. And then I just blend out my contour like that. And it's just gonna fill them in a little bit. Now we're gonna get into Pinky Promise that's on sale. I am so glad my desktop worked. We were ready to just throw this thing out the window. But I don't do the same things on my computer my husband does. He does video editing. He geeks out on that stuff. He does Photoshop Wars online. Have you heard of those? If you like Photoshop and playing with it, they have this thing called Photoshop Wars where it submits a picture and then you Photoshop it and you could win. I don't know what you win, but he loves winning. I'm trying to find the multitasker brush. Did I throw it in here? I did this one. I like this one, not on sale. Pinky Promise is so pink and it's glossy and it's pretty. So that's Pinky Promise. All right, real pretty. And I'm gonna line my lips with it. And it's a gloss, so it doesn't go on like this. See that? It does not go on like this, but it is pink, okay? I call this my Grandma Jo pink. My Grandma Jo from West Virginia, she loved a good pink lip, but it had to have frost in it. I'm talking like 80s pink frost, you know? She loved it. She'd get her house coat on and she'd put her shimmer on, and then she'd have her Winstons and her Newports and her certs, and she was happy. As long as she also had her Beats to go with her dinner. We ate pizza there once, and she's like, "You all want some Beats?" And we were like, "With pizza? With pizza?" All right. I love talking about my Grandma Jo, though. Okay, so that's Pinky Promise. Look at how pretty it is. Okay, you can use your finger. I like things tight and clean. Pretty, right? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Then we're going to take Audrey. What's that movie where that girl says the name's really weird and they were like, "My name's Audrey," and she's like, "Audrey." Does he teach Photoshop? I've been using it, but an amateur. He does not teach Photoshop. He doesn't have the patience. He does not. That's why he's not in charge of homework. Audrey. And we're going to tap that right here. And it just creates a little bit of dimension. And then we're gonna add Nova. Nova on top. This adds frostiness, but not Grandma Joe frostiness. Look how pretty that is. Before, after, or wait, before, after. Nova, get it, love it. It's good, it's good. He's gotten into some weird other photo editing thing. He just made a donut, like a legit, it's a donut that turns and it's got glaze and sprinkles and it's raining spring. He spent seriously 2 weeks of all free time making a donut. And then he's like, Dear, do you want to see my donut? All right, next. Let's talk about glamazing. I personally like Photoshop more, but this is what I say with my two brides, bridesmaid. But this is good if you have grandkids, kids that have homecoming coming up. Glamazing is great matched with anything. So you could take an everyday look. Ooh, I should add my eyeliner and my mascara so we can really show this. It's punchy, okay? That's why I like Nova. I would use Nova for everyday. Nova on my face. I need to use a mirror. I'm gonna gouge my eye out. I just waterline until my lashes stop, and then down here just a little bit. I'm gonna come off. I'm gonna take my shader brush, and we're just gonna smudge this out and smoke it out. I don't like a hard line on the bottom, but I do like that. And then I just make sure it blends out real nice. It'll all come together. Yeah. But this is great for weddings, parties, New Year's. It's very punchy, and I'll show you how punchy it is in just a bit. But it's really punchy. This is a long live, guys, and I don't usually have them this long, but there's so much to talk about. Sorry. So I'm going to apologize now. There we go. Okay. Where'd my cap go? Okay, we're going to add Stila. I believe I have a link for this in my link tree. In the description. Message me for a color match. Also, there's some good sales right now. Worth it. I'm just going to do a baby wing. These darn contractors. They actually aren't as loud as they usually are. All right. Going over. Up. But again, if you want to see me swatch anything, list it. Do not ever worry, Mrs. Barris. I love it. It makes me feel like I'm not talking to myself the whole time, and I talk a lot. It's created a really bad habit where I just think everybody wants to hear what I have to say because that's all anybody listens to on YouTube. I have you guys monopolized. I'm surprised nobody said, stop talking, turn on music. But I can't. Anyway. Okay, so I'm using the L'Oreal primer. I had a kid, not a kid, she's driving. She's a young adult. She works. She drives Combine. Tell me that doesn't sound like badass. And I was asking them about the lashes. So I was trying the L'Oreal Telescopic. And I loved how my lashes looked right away. But Lashtopia is my favorite. Bare Minerals Lashtopia. I noticed by the time I drove and got to swim lessons, all this was black from transfer. It wasn't crumbly. It was black. And I didn't like it. It just had a fallout and transfer I didn't like. So Bare Minerals Lashtopia, that's my jam. And I don't gouge my eyeball out with this one. For some reason, I was gouging my eyeball out and that was probably why it was black. I love chatting with you guys live too. Seriously, I love when people engage. So if you want to engage with me, I will engage with you. Positive engagement. I wish I had the willpower to just not say things to mean people. But one of my biggest pet peeves is when people come onto the videos and comment, this is an MLM. Yeah, but it's good product. I've never done an MLM. I never did Scentsy. I didn't do oils. I didn't do cooking stuff, clothes, leggings. I never have ever done an MLM. I've gone to parties. Pure Romance. I went to one of those and I was like, holy moly, I'm too vanilla for this place. But I went. to support my friend, but I've never ever wanted to do one of these. I was like, no way, no how. But then I tried Saint and I did love it enough that I was like, I just want to share makeup. I was already sharing how to apply Saint. I'm going to put bronzer on my neck. I was already sharing Saint on Instagram. I was actually sharing my old makeup on Instagram too, on how I would apply it. And so I was already doing this and I wasn't getting anything out of it. So whatever. I'm going to take whatever's left and I'm just going to carve out here. Right here. I think my husband just qualified for a Tokyo marathon. I'm scared of Tokyo. I watched Lost in Translation. It looked very over. I get social anxiety. I have armpit pads that they're like maxi pads for your top, because when I get around people, large groups, more than 4 of people I don't really know, I sweat. Everywhere there's a place to sweat. Belly rolls, pits, everywhere, lips. I sweat. I get such bad anxiety. I'm just like pouring sweat. I'm terrified. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. They're all on sale. He just added it to the calendar. I hate when things pop down. It really, I'm terrified of Tokyo. Okay. Bought Saint through someone else, but I watch it. Thank you. You know what? I don't care if you buy from me. I like sharing this. That's why it burns my biscuits so much when people are like, it's an MLM. I do this for fun. I'm not dying for $1 here. I'm not dying for $1. I just like sharing it. And if I hear I like making women feel good about themselves, because I've sat and heard people like, I had this friend, we grew up together. She's my sister's age. Our dads were in the Coast Guard together, and we always went on vacations together. If we were transferring and passing by, we always stayed at their house. And she told me she never felt pretty. And then she did her makeup and she finally felt pretty. And they even sent me a picture. That's what I like. I like when somebody can try something and they love what they see back, because that makeup isn't for anybody else. Thank you. I get so pissed when men are just like, you wear too much makeup. I'm sorry. I'm not wearing it for you. I want to feel good when I walk by a mirror. Makeup, everybody's different, and you can call me superficial, you can call me materialistic. I don't give a crap. But everybody has their times where they're dark. I've been through dark times, and getting up and putting on some makeup helped. That's what's gotten me through some really dark times, is I just needed to put a little bit of makeup on and go for a drive. Grab a coffee, sit and watch the ocean, and that was it for me. That was my day. A bag of barbecue Lay's potato chips on top of that, but that makeup, going through a coffee stand and feeling like a human, that was what got me through some really dark times. Just being able to walk out of my house and know I had some makeup on, and nobody could know that my smile hid some seriously dark times. Like, makeup's okay. It's not bad for your self-esteem. I think it can help you. If makeup doesn't make you feel good, then don't wear it. It's optional. So yeah, what else? I feel like I've got all my makeup on. I'm going to put some setting spray on. Let's talk about setting powder really quick. It's not on sale, but you should know about it. If you have one that's a favorite, like some people really love the Urban Decay All-Nighter, you can pop this little thing out and it will fit. It'll take up a lot of room, but you can fit them and they will magnetize into your palette. I've seen somebody do it. So I keep 2. I like my Vanilla Dust. There's Laura Mercier. There's other ones out there. I like them. I still like this one. Just find it fits in my palette. I keep 2, but I always apply it on the outside of my face first, and then I work it in, because I don't want that powder texture. It'll be powder texture, but no matter what. So I put it out here first. But just like glitter, just like black, just like anything, if you think it's gone, it's not. So once you think it's gone, then you go down the middle, because that's where it is. Your pores, your creases, all the things, this little weird fold, it will add texture to it. Okay. So many trying, wait, I've broken up so many trying to go to, oh, I know. So Here's the trick. Where is it? Keep one lid. What is this? Oh. Keep a lid. It's a spatula. So when you go to get something out, you just pop it here. Keep one lid. That's what I do, is I keep one lid. That's Aspen. Also, you can keep a small, if you want a purse palette of just a few things, get a demi, oh, is this on sale? Guys, I'm trying for you. On sale, $9.38. This is a good purse palette. I have one, let me just unload this one. I told you to use a spatula and then I started ripping things out. So this is what I keep. It's in my purse somewhere. What I keep in mind is I keep Kin because it's a great day to night look, okay? I say this is the purse palette I would get because we're just hanging out, you know. I would keep a balm for chapstick in your palette. In the palette 6. Now, they are a demi palette, so you kind of have to shove some things in there sometimes. I would keep a Vanilla Dust in the palette also. Maybe we should switch it. There we go. Okay. Balm, Vanilla Dust. What do we want to do here? Kin. And then what else can go in here? You could even, no, I'm trying to find some things for you guys. I don't think it's included in the sale, but let me look here. Makeup, I'm trying here. If you want to maximize your space, hot damn. Okay, you can get a small, it's not going to be peach, but it's a demi balm. It's $15 for a little one, but it can maximize space. And it's good, it just won't smell like peach. But you could fit a peach balm, one of these, not a peach balm, sorry, a small balm, Kin, powder, and I would do I have, where is everything? There's so many different ways. Go get the palette 6. It's so good for your purse. But if you don't think you're going to carry around a lot, need that. Woo! Bam. Hold on, guys. I'm getting there. I like black cherry. Bam. That's your purse palette. Black cherry because it's not on sale, but it's so very pretty. I like Everred at Christmas. It always comes out every Christmas. I like that better than black cherry, but it's not available. But in your purse, black cherry, a setting powder, balm, and Kin. That's a purse palette. That to me is a perfect purse palette, and it's on sale for $9. That's good. I'm going to empty this out and make it my brow kit again. But that's what I would recommend for it. But yeah, it's so good to just keep a little purse palette. Or you could, what I also do, and this is like a palette I carry. I'm losing things all over. I keep the sachet bag everything comes in. And I put a lip gloss. I think I have Hopelessly Devoted, which isn't available again yet. Hopelessly Devoted, and I keep a setting powder, and then I keep one of those little triangle poofs just in one of these, cinch it up, and I can throw it into any old bag I want. And that's typically what is in my, that's in my floater bag when I need a whatever. So bad at this. But yeah, when I need to just switch to a quick little clutch or something, that's how I roll. I need a new wax. When you get wax, it's not on sale. When you need wax, you just need to melt it first, or else it'll shrink and fall out, and that'll take care of all of it. Okay, is there anything before I go that I need to show you. You want Nova. You definitely want Nova, not on the sale, but is it limited edition? I'm trying for y'all. Okay, what does anybody want to see? I'm almost done. What does everybody want to see? Ooh, Nova's here to stay. Ooh. Come on. Oh, up. I'm trying to open a palette with a palette on top. Okay, anything anybody want to see? And the sale is good. It's worth it if there's some things that you're wanting to add, especially with some brushes. And again, if you're already getting things on discount, there's a few things you can grab too. Loyalty link. For those that are here, if you are my customer, I can open you up a loyalty link and you can earn free credit, or message your artist and have them open you one up too. That's something you can do. I don't think, if you want to get apparel, you want a loyalty link, because us as artists, we don't get paid for the apparel, but you do get party credits for it. So if you want apparel, get yourself a loyalty link and buy it. That way you can earn free makeup buying clothes. I have a lot of the tops, and I will say, I love Saint, but I'm not a size 0, and I've got pretty big knockers, and I don't like crop tops. And some of them, most of them are crop tops. There is a gray one that looks a little distressed that says Saint. I can raise my hands in those and things don't fall out the bottom. So that one is a good one. It's a very big box. It's a boxy fit, just to be aware. But do look, if it says crop, it's pretty short. So if you've got some, you don't want to crop. And I think that the t-shirt necks fit funny. I don't love their tops. Their t-shirts, I don't love them. I have them, and some of them, there's a black sweatshirt that says Saint on the side. You cannot raise your hands in that top. They fall right out. They don't even need to sag to fall out the bottom. That sucker pops halfway up your chest. So I don't recommend it. I have it as long as I'm doing a video, but I can't leave my house with it on. So there's that too. And that's it. I think that's all that I've covered. Oh, what color was on your lid? The pinkish. That's Tawanda. That is Tawanda, Tawanda, Tawanda. It is good. That's the one you want to get. That's the one you want to get is Tawanda. It's super intimidating. Remember, it's this one. That is this, believe it or not. Oh, I didn't show the powder illuminator because you guys got me sidetracked again. Okay, powder illuminator. This is Glamazing. It's punchy. It's punchy. Punchy, punchy. But you can, I don't put it on my face on a weekday. So, I mean, let me show you how I tapped into that. You take a fluffy brush. Don't do this with a dense brush. That's all you need. And it's right there. And then it just applies like that. And then it can blend down. But this one doesn't like to blend. So I put it on my nose yesterday and I was like, it looked like it was glowing. And I didn't know it until after I had spent all day with somebody and took a picture. But it is nice. So we'll just do shake and we'll go right here. And that's it. But see how my eyeshadow just pops better when all my makeup's on? That's pretty, right? Just like, it's pretty, but you gotta be careful. It's very pretty. I think you should have it. If it's on sale, I think you should have it. But it is very pretty. It is very, very pretty. It's just very punchy. But Nova is like your off-duty shimmer, and Glamazing is on duty. Like, salute you, Glamazing, like for real. It's a lot. But that's it. I'm gonna be done now. Oh my gosh. Hour and a half almost. Y'all. Swatch Kin. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Kin is one of my favorites that I don't use very often, but I do love it. Kin. Now that's swatched, and then this is more of what it goes on like. It's a shimmer, but it's more like a sheet, but when you have it blended down, you see how it's different? It's different. And I've used it on my outer corner, and it's really, really, really pretty. Maybe I can add a little to my outer corner if I have a brush readily available. Kin, I put a little on, and it just livens some things up. But it's so pretty. I can wink this one. But it's really, really pretty, and it's not showy, flashy. Like As If would be flashy, purple, ah! But Kin is more of a subdued As If, I think. It's like As If, but more subdued. So we'll swatch it again. And then this is As If. So it's, you see, there's another one. What's this one? That's very similar. Oh, I have two Kins. I have two Kins. I must be missing an eyeshadow. I think I'm missing an eyeshadow. But I really love Kin. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go because I gotta yell at my kids to get dressed. I've gotta go talk to the contractors and troubleshoot how I have so much work that needs to be done, and they have to use the deck, except the deck is being stained and you can't walk on the deck when it's wet or for 24 hours, but they've got to do work and they're only available today and tomorrow. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Okay, Towanda, Kin, and Nova. You want me to switchy swatch, right? Okay. Towanda, Kin, boom, Nova. Very pretty. Bonding experience with friends and daughters. I saw it is on sale with the travel size. Which one? Which one, Nikki? Nikki's Nook. Oh, what's in Nikki's Nook? Is that like a crafting thing? I like crafts. Oh, okay. All right. That's it. Wait, I want to know, Nikki, travel size. There's so many travel sizes. Is it the brushes or the bottles? Because all of them are good. Okay, go get it. Go get the bag. You want this bag, I promise. All right, that's it. I'm going to go. You guys, we have so much fun. I tell you what, going live on YouTube was the scariest thing for me, and it has been incredible. I go to my team all the time. I'm like, you guys, I love my YouTubers. I love going on YouTube live. You guys are my favorite, and you have made my makeup experience since I started doing lives on YouTube more fun, even more fun. I never thought I would be doing a Monday makeup live. Monday morning makeup. I don't know. I got to find a name that I can remember. But you guys have made my little saint thing better. You really have. So if I brighten your day, that's great. But you guys, seriously, I just so appreciate everybody being kind and nice and enjoying me, because I'm a lot. I know that. And I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but you make me feel like a really good cup of tea. And you guys have honestly, genuinely, like, whether you're my customer or not, I don't care. You guys have made this experience magic. And I feel like I'm going to cry, but it's probably because I'm hormonal. And I'm going to go now. Have a great day.